Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. From efforts to effortlessness. On the basis of this foundation, this sutra from Patanjali Maharshi, Yoga Sutra, will first understand and then stand under this sutra. Understanding is the first step. Then only we can stand under this. Without proper understanding, we can achieve nothing in life. Therefore, let us see how this sutra has come in Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. Patanjali talks about in the Yoga Sutra, 8 different limbs. They are called as Ashtanga limbs. Like I have got 2 limbs. Then I have got 2 legs. Those who get married, in our language they become Chatushpad. Like that, After marriage, a person becomes with 4 legs. This is what they say. I don't know because I am not married. So, limbs. Body is the main thing and these are the limbs. In the same manner, yoga is the body and there are 8 limbs. And those 8 limbs are Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. You all know it by heart, I know. And each one of them, I'll tell you one liner and then we'll go into this sutra. So you get some kind of foundation. Yama means the don'ts which we have to practice in our life. Don'ts. How should we live in this world? Practice of don'ts is Yama sadhana. Ahimsa, asteya, satya, aparigraha, brahmacharya. Then comes the next one, niyama, the do's. What are the do's? Do's are again 5. They are shaucha, santosha, tapaswadhyaya, ishvara, pranidhanani, niyamaha. Shaucha, external cleanliness and inner purity. Together constitutes shaucha. If we imagine, I have got pure mind, but my whole body is stinking, it is not shaucha. Somebody may say, I have directly come out of the washing machine, but inside I am so confused, it is not shaucha. Shaucha, inner purity and external cleanliness, shaucha. The second one is santosha. Santosha is contentment. A person with contentment alone can remain at peace. Then comes tapaha. Tapas is a readiness to go through the difficulties of life without complaints. Is called as tapas. And in tapas we learn to sacrifice. So, what is the tapas? What we have to sacrifice? Ramana Maharshi says, Ahamapetakam nija vibhanakam mahadidam tapo ramanavagyam. The highest sacrifice is the sacrifice of our ego. Because that is all what is ours. The rest belongs to God. Ego doesn't belong to God. So, I cannot give up which is not mine. I I can't tell to this girl, hey, divorce with you. I have no authority because she is not my wife. In the same manner, we can give up something if it is ours. So what is ours? Ours is only ego. So aham apetakam. That is the real tapasya. Then swadhyaya is observing the condition of one's mind and regular study of scriptures. Swadhyaya. Study of scriptures educates our mind, and observation of our mind, we are keeping the mind under vigilance, then it starts behaving properly. Then comes Ishvara Pranidhana. Ishvara Pranidhana means all that we do that I am doing sadhana. Till such time this I is there, we are far away from the truth. Therefore, we do everything and yet we don't forget. Ishvara anugrahat eva pumsam advaita vasana. It is by the divine grace alone we are here, not by our own efforts. There are many people who want to come. They register, they pay the amount, and just before coming, their petrol is over. And then they have not carried the purse. And they just can't, I don't know what I should, and then the nearest person available is the husband. See? That is why it is said every woman should get married, because for everything you cannot blame God. Somebody should be handy. So, Ishvara Pranidhana, a technique by which we learn to give up Mr. I. So, unless yama and niyama is done, we cannot enter the third, called as the asana. See? You must have seen youngsters when they go the upward steps, they don't go step by step. Jumping 2, 3, 4, 5. This happened in Mits Pilani where I go. All youngsters, maybe in their late 19, 18, 21 like that, And I was going with my khada step by step, very tall building and very old style, huge, structure. So the youngsters, one fellow came running and toppled and fell down. So I helped him, got up. I said, you should have jumped one more step. Then you would have come directly outside. Please remember one principle. There is no shortcut in life. Those who are seeking shortcuts, they are cut short. We have to go step by step. Don't imagine somebody came, touched, and then my Kundalini got awakened. Now, Sotini. Now that Kundalini doesn't sleep, and I am worried now what to do. I tell her sleep. No, I am awakened. Not the thing. See, friends, don't get carried away by that. Then we come to the asana. Now it is here asana where this sutra comes. From efforts to effortlessness. Asana is not a posture. It is wrongly understood and erroneously practiced. If you go throughout the world, yoga means twisting the body. I was in Coimbatore and one person, yogi, came to meet me. He gave his card, and on that card his photograph was there. And the photograph was such unenvious posture he was sitting. His leg he twisted, and the foot he put it here and sitting. Mahayogi. Sitting in a particular posture for a long period of time is not yoga. If simply sitting in one position for a long period of time is yoga, then all the buffaloes in India, they are great yogis. They don't move. Even if the truck comes, they are Sthita Pragya. That is not yoga. What Patanjali defines asana, sthira sukham asanam. Sthira, steady. Sukham, bliss. When our bliss is steady, means when we are steadily blissful, then we are practicing asana. See? Many times we take this leg here, take this leg there, we see somewhere in the picture, oh, that Mahatma is sitting with a lotus posture. Okay, I will be also sitting with a rose posture. Lotus, rose, all flowers. You sit there. And after some time, every joint starts paining. And then, instead of sthira sukham, it is sthira dukkham. See? That is not asana. Asana is that you are at peace under every condition, every moment. See? This experience we all have when we are in deep sleep. Many times, when we get up in the morning, get up and we get up like this. So wife asks, what happened to you? They never talk with love, darling, what happened? Morning only the alarm becomes, kya ho gaya? So now I don't know, last night I slept, now I cannot straighten my neck, So whole night you were sleeping like this, that time there was no problem, no pain. See, sthira sukham, Sukhi, very happily sleeping. But morning when you get up, there is a terrible pain. See. So, sthira sukham means what? Effortlessness. Wherever there are efforts, we are miserable. Wherever there are efforts, we are tired. Wherever there are efforts, we want to give up because we are tired. Wherever there are efforts, we get frustrated. See? So, asana is sthira sukham asanam. Now, take this tripod in front of you. This tripod can remain in this posture for any number of hours. It will not get tired. What is the reason? The reason is the geometrical or trigonometrical perfection. See? Now there are no efforts for this particular structure to stand. It is effortlessly standing. Similarly, when we sit, are we sitting effortlessly or we put efforts? See? We sit like the idli grinding stone. Many people, when they chant various stotras, etc., Sri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nija Mana Mukura Sudhari Baranau Raghubara Bhimana Jasu Yodayaka Panachari. And when they are doing this thing, below keep green chilies and jeera. After Hanuman Chalisa is over, chutney will be ready. No. Sthira Sukham. So we have, when we sit on the seat of meditation, you just park the body and forget about the body. Then only we can understand what is the meaning of effortlessness. See friends, like we have parked the car. Now there is one place which is made only for the handicap. And I told my friend, I said, don't park there. It is the wrong place. No, 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 nothing will happen. So he is sitting here, but his mind is in that place. I hope nobody comes there. Because today Murphy is in my Kundali. See? When you have wrongly parked the car, your mind can never be settled, isn't it? Let's see. In the same manner, we have wrongly placed our body, and all the time only one struggle to sit properly. And then we give so many options to ourselves, let me sit like this. After some time, they start speaking. How come I am sitting on the base and this is paining? Meditation. See, friends. Patanjali says, how do we attain the steady bliss? And this is what all we are seeking in our life. We don't want happiness only for a few minutes. It has to be a non-stop continuous experience. Normally what happens in general meditations, 1 hour meditation and 23 hours frustration. And then 1 hour meditation is also silent suffering collectively. Switching off the lights, why? Meditation on. As if meditation is something bad to be done in the darkness. See, friends. So what exactly we mean by asana is steady bliss. Now to attain this steady bliss, we have to have basic data with us. So what is the basic data? Basic data is, what is our identity? Till such time we identify ourselves with the body, we will be somebody. Man, woman, young, old, husband, wife, brother, sister, in-law, outlaw, will be somebody. And till such time we are somebody, thought process cannot be arrested. Because all the thoughts, they come to somebody. Now we sit for meditation as a mother, as a father, as a brother, and imagine thought should not come. If I sit as a husband for meditation, my wife will never allow me to be quiet for a few moments. बढ़िया है meditation करने वाले. Friends. Therefore, be attentive. What is the goal in meditation? Is attainment of freedom from body identification. This is the goal. Spare the God. Don't bother about God. So, all the efforts are only when we are identified with the body. When we are not identified with the body, there are no efforts. See? Like, those people who are not awake, but they want to keep awake and sit in the meditation. Their meditation is not halal meditation, jhatka meditation. Because there are efforts, and ultimately they become effortless. Till such time they have efforts, they suffer. When they are effortless, others suffer. They don't suffer. Get this point across. So we have to keep the body in such a manner that it is firm at the base, it is steady vertically, and it is relaxed totally. 100% relaxation of the body is equal to body disidentification. See? And this is what we all experience in deep sleep. Because you must have seen the children, when they are playing and awake, and you can lift the child very comfortably, when the same child sleeps, difficult to lift. Why the child becomes heavy? Because part of the weight of the body was held by the mind. And in deep sleep, the mind drops the body, and therefore the body becomes heavy. See, it is something like, this my recording machine. It is hanging with this rubber. Now, who has the tension? The machine has the tension or the rubber band has the tension? Rubber band. Machine doesn't have tension. See? In the same manner, in your carry bag, you carry, suppose, a pumpkin and lift it. Who has the tension? Pumpkin or the bag? The bag has the tension. In the same manner, body never has tension. It is the mind which has the tension. So when the body is lifted by the mind, how the mind lifts the body? By taking the shape of the body. See? One experiment I will tell you, which I conducted in a management thing to understand this point. Management means what? Useless people coming with a necktie is a management conference. So they came. And then I said, who is a Sindhi among you? So one person said, please come. But why did you call me? I said, because I love Sindhis. He blushed. And then I said, imagine there was a tissue paper. Imagine this is papad. If you want to please a Sindhi, give him papad. He will be very happy. So I gave him tissue paper. I said, hold this tissue paper like this. The hand should be in the line of the shoulder. Hold it like this. Till I tell you, drop it down. And then I started with other business. Totally being not concerned about him. After some time, his hand went down. That I noticed. Say, hey, your hand is to go up. Again, after some, again it went down. Again, I said, lift it up. Now, I can't. I said, very good. Drop it and go and sit down. Now, answer my questions. When you lifted that tissue paper, suppose the weight of the tissue paper was 5 grams. After half an hour, has the weight increased? Why you are tired? Whatever insignificant anything could be, if you hold it for a longer period of time, it is the mind which gets tired. In the same manner, our mind takes the shape of this wretched body, and then it can no more hold. Then we come for meditation. Start as exclamation. After a long sitting of 3 seconds, we become a question mark. And when we can no more hold, underline it. Now who is sleeping? The body is not sleeping. It is the mind which is sleeping. So when we say we relax the body, that time exactly what happens is the mind gives up the shape of the body. Be very attentive. When the mind has given the shape of the body, the concept of inside and outside disappears. And when this concept of inside and outside disappears, there is no limitation of any kind. Therefore, sthira sukham, steady bliss, we all experience only during deep sleep. Because that time our mind is free from the shape of the body. Therefore, we have no valid concept of inside and outside. Therefore, there is no sense of otherness. There is no experience of limited being. These things put together is called as bliss. That is the reason we want to sleep. See. And when we sleep for a long period of time, and then we have to get up, mommy says, come on beta, you have to go to school. Oh, no. It is not laziness. It is he doesn't want to give that experience of effortless bliss. See, friends. And although the sleep is over, we keep on hanging on the bed. Why? It is something like, we are sucking our own fingers. Amras, the mango juice we have eaten, and there is something there. It is that Vasanananda that we experience when we come out of the sleep, but not out of the bed. And what is the foundation? First, effortlessness. Second, merging in the infinite. These two principles Patanjali tells. Sthira Sukham Asanam. This definition of asana can be experienced only if we practice two things. The next sutra tells, Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapattibhyam. Prayatna Shaithilya, effortlessness. Then effortlessness will alone lead to infinite. Ananta is infinite. Samapatti, merging. When there is effortlessness, then only we merge in the infinite. And when we merge in the infinite, then only bliss is the experience. And when we remain in the finite and struggle for the bliss, we get blisters. We don't get bliss. See, friends, if this is very clear, then we come to this, from where we are. So where are we? We are at this stage with the body as the body. So we start our journey from where we are. See. The other day somebody asked, where is that school where the lectures are there? Where are you? Why should I tell you? Hey Baba, unless you tell where are you, how can I give you guidance, direction? It is none of your business. Tell me how to come. So to trace the path, you must know where you are first. Then only you can begin your journey. So where are we? We are buried in the body. And how we are buried in the body? Body by two ways. Number one, possessiveness. Number two, relations. Therefore, first, Yama and the Niyama sadhana is practice. We get rid of these two components. So when we come and sit over here, no more rich, poor, educated, uneducated, healthy, unhealthy, mother or father, brother or sister, nothing. All these possessions and relations are dropped. After that is done, then we park our body on the seat in such a manner that we don't have to think about body. It is parked and forgotten. See? Very important. If you are all the time thinking about the body, pain here, pain there, pain everywhere. Such a painful person, where he sits for meditation, it is a pain for the God. See? Therefore, we have to begin from the body, and the goal of meditation is freedom from body identification. And when we are identified with the body, we become somebody or the other. When we are not identified with the body, we are nobody. Somebody will have always thoughts. Nobody has never thoughts. See, friends. It is not a process of doing something. It is a process of undoing. It is not a process of becoming someone. It is a process of unbecoming. See? That is why the mantra says, na karmana na prajaya dhanena tyage naike amritattva manashu. Till such time, I is there, desire is there, the world is there, the worldly worries are there. We cannot even enter sleep. So with this load, can we enter our own kingdom? Therefore, friends, we have to be very clear about it. It is not a health club. See? Those people who talk about meditation for stress relief, meditation for peace of mind, they are going the wrong way. The other day, I was going to some gym, and one person asked me, Swamiji, where are you going? He was coming with his, those crutches. Where are you going? I came to meet you. I said, you may come, but I had to go. No, I am going to gym. Can I come? I said, you can come. So he came, and then I entered. Then I started weightlifting and all that. He said, Swamiji, I want to also join with you. I said, look here, this is not my place. You ask the instructor. He went to the instructor. I want to do weightlifting. The instructor looked at him. He said, no, I won't allow you. I know you are always biased because he is a Swami, you allow him, but I am poor man. Then what should I do? He said, you go to the hospital. This place is for the healthy people. Gym is for the healthy people. It is not the one who has got asthma and he wants to do treadmill. In the same manner, meditation is not for unhealthy minds. Let us not have the wrong notion. Yoga for health, meditation for health, peace of mind. All abnormal characters are born. See, friends, one has to be very clear about it. Then only we can really work on ourselves. We can't lift a paperweight and we want to be a weightlifter. See? Fractured everywhere, weightlifter. In the same manner, a person who is depressed, dejected, always living on drugs and drinks and Swamiji, can I join meditation? I am not bluffing. I have seen this thing in Germany. When I went, Germany or where? Somewhere in Europe. Probably, I think Denmark, yes. So I went with your friend, Stefan, what is it? Stefan, I went there. And then he said, Swamiji, please come and we'll have meditation class and all that. And I said, okay. So we had meditation class like this, 2 hours. 1 hour talk, 1 hour meditation. So 1 hour talk was over. After that, 20 minutes break, go for a walk and all that, become fresh and again we will come and sit. And I went for a walk and came back and all the people nicely opened the beer bottles, beer. When I came, there was a fragrance everywhere. See? Liquid spirituality is different than the solid spirituality. See, friends, it is extremely necessary that we are physically, mentally normal. There is no quota system and reservation on the spiritual path. We have to be qualified. But I am in a minority, why I am not allowed? Some quota. No. This is how all the grahasthas do. Swami, it's okay for you, you are a Swami, but we are grahasthas, how it is possible for us? So what do you want to say? There should be a quota of realization for the grahasthas. You are married, you are a grahastha, is not a qualification. Like in our country, if you are a scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and a minority, it is a qualification. On this path, it is not a qualification. You have to deserve and work hard. See, friends. So, prayatna shaitilya, when we are able to attain freedom from efforts, and freedom from efforts can happen only when we are no more identified with the body. So the body is firm at the base, vertically steady and totally relaxed, means the mind has dropped the body. Now that mind merges with the total mind. It is something like a glass. It has got a glass space. When the glass breaks, the glass space does not go anywhere. It merges there itself. Even when it was a glass space, it was one with the total space. But for a dull-witted person, he will not be able to comprehend that. How come the glass space is one with the total space? Because when I move the glass space moves, but the total space doesn't move. How it can be one? Then break the glass. Now it is true. In the same manner, if we are told that our minds, individual minds are like the glass space and the total mind is like the total space. Till such time individual glass space is there, you can put the things, you can utilize it. There will be individuality. In this pot there is Ganga Jala. In the other pot there is rum. In the third pot there is milk. So, one pot is good, the other pot is not good, etc. In the same manner, you and me, my mind is holy, your mind is unholy. My mind is peaceful, your mind is in pieces. The whole samsara begins with this I versus you. But when our mind, individual mind dissolves and becomes one with the total mind, then there are no efforts. So, dissolving the individual body identification and merging with the total mind is the only way by which steady bliss can be experienced. Therefore, from efforts to effortlessness. We start, it is an effort. See, like the aeroplanes. How the aeroplanes take up into the sky, they run at a tremendous speed, not for half an hour, hardly 10-15 seconds. And when they run very fast, in that fast movement, they drop the weight. And when they drop the weight, they become light. And when they become light, they become airworthy. Otherwise, what can you explain? When the aeroplane is running fast, it can take off. Why not a standing aeroplane take off? Because it is so heavy. So first, that fast run is an effort. And in that effort, the load and the weight of the aeroplane is dropped, it becomes airworthy, and once it goes, there also efforts are required. Once it goes to a particular height, 5-10 kilometers above, then no efforts. All the fuel consumption for any aeroplane is basically, majority of it is only when it takes off and when it goes down. On the top, Hardly, not even 5% fuel consumption is required. Exactly the same way. Our efforts till we become meditation worthy. And what will be the meditation worthiness? We drop the weight, the load. And what is the load? The load is body identification. Because of the body identification, only the secondary eyes are born. Husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister, etc. And this load is on the mind. With that load on the mind, you cannot be at peace. Unless these basic things are clear in your understanding, you can never sit quiet and attain steady bliss. See? In this, there is no companion with you. There is no soulmate. See? When the soulmate goes, the soul remains without the shoe. No. It's by the one, to the one, all alone, without feeling lonely. There is nobody whom you can ask. So unless the fundas are clear, our meditation will be only a struggle. And we are told, don't think, okay, don't think anything. Simply saying by the teacher is very easy, don't think. And the teacher also thinks, parasparam thinkayantaha shraya paramo. See, friends, simply telling, don't think, it can never happen. You ask any teacher worth his name, ask him to, don't allow him to take swear by you, he will die. You tell him, swear by your own heart. Have you ever attained 100% freedom from thoughts? It's not possible. See, friends, we are not talking about Jada Samadhi. We are not talking about sitting like a rock for 3, 4, 8 hours. Even if a snake goes on your body, you are not aware of it. It is a Jada Samadhi. You are still in Prakriti. You are not nowhere entered the conscious area. See? The other day, one friend was telling me, Swamiji, there was such and such a Mahatma, and Bangalore, I think he met me, Bangalore or Delhi somewhere. And he told his friend, hey, get me hot water, I have to take bath. By the time he told his friend to get hot water, he got into Samadhi. Very easily, immediate, deep Samadhi. Now this person putting the wood, boiling the water, because after he gets out, he wants Samadhi. He continued putting the water and putting the fire and boiling for 3 days. And after 3 days, this Mahatma came out of Samadhi. First question, did you make my water ready for me to take bath? Where he left the last thought, from there he began. Because he was only in Prakriti. Jada Samadhi will maintain your eye unless we merge in the conscious reality. We can never be on the right track. Therefore, don't give too much value and importance to this. Then I can sit for half an hour. Doesn't matter. See? Are we living as consciousness or we are living as matter? If we live as matter, Prakriti is that in which Vikruti is normal. And you will see these tapasvis and yogis, they are doing so much efforts, and you will see most of them have got tremendous anger. They will curse because the basic error is not corrected. See, friends, therefore, Ananta Samapattibhyam, unless we merge in the Absolute. And friends, this experience happens only once, not twice. Only once. Like we learn swimming only once. We don't learn twice. And once you learn, even if you don't swim for years together, you will never forget it because you don't learn it by mind. In the same manner, abidance in the self happens only once. Then you will understand the meaning of Bhagavan Shankaracharya's statement, Yogarato va, Bhogarato va, Sangarato va, Sangavehina. Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chittam. He who is abiding in the Absolute, thereafter playing the game of relativity. And therefore, Yasya Nahankruto Bhavaha, Buddhi Yasya Na Lipyate, Hatvapi Sa Iman Lokan Na Hanti Na Nibadyate, because the I has disappeared, therefore there is no doer, there is no karma, only life is lived through him. Living in this experience 24/7 is living in meditation. And this happens. Therefore, let us not have that wrong notion. Half an hour meditation, rest of the time frustration. No. Like the first day I told you, we are in the waking and then we do the things. We are in the dream, then we imagine so many things. We are in the deep sleep, then we snore. See, in the same manner, we live in meditation and then conduct ourselves in this world. That is what is called as from the efforts to effortlessness. And it is possible. It is not the monopoly of one or two. For every one of us it is possible. And how it is possible, take few examples of yours. Initially when you learned driving your car, what was your experience? Why the car is going to the left, why it doesn't go to the right? No? It pulls you. And now, once you have understood the funda, now you talk, you phone, you play music, you scold your wife, you look here and there, and yet everything is perfect. There are no efforts involved. This effortlessness is the insignia of spiritual evolution. Such great masters have no efforts in their life. Spontaneity is the insignia of abidance in God. Spontaneity. It just comes. As spontaneous as when you open the eyes, colors and forms are seen. It doesn't take any time. This effortlessness is to be attained, achieved by proper understanding. So this understanding is the basis on which you can work. So after we have completed yama, niyama, asana, then comes pranayama. So what is the goal? Goal is body disidentification. Be clear about it. When we do pranayama, pranayama is also aimed at this only. See, the body and the mind, they are held together by the glue of pranayama. When the prana goes out, when the air goes out, the body drops dead. Means what? Body and the mind are separated. So this prana is maintaining the togetherness of the body and the mind. So pranayama is done not for dying or going to sleep. So pranayama is done wherein we separate from the body. We separate from the body, or the mind separates from the body under three conditions. Number one, ignorance, in deep sleep. Number 2, compulsion, death. Meditation is neither going to sleep nor dying, but the third step wherein we are no more one with the body and yet the body continues to function. Thereafter, we start living through the body and no more live as the body. Living through the body is called as living in meditation. Then only the effortlessness happens. Then comes pratyahar. In pratyahar, there is effortless withdrawal from the world. How much effortlessness is required? If you have a very old car, which you don't want to give up because too much attached. There used to be one student in a school, and we used to tease him, throw your bicycle old, get a new one. He used to be very sentimental. No, this is my grandfather's bicycle, and with this bicycle he used to go for the freedom fighting of our Indian freedom movement, So it is, I can't just give it up. But it is so old, your grandfather is dead. Now how can, no, I agree with you. We have changed the tires, we have changed the tube, we have changed the rims, we have changed the chassis, we have changed the handle, but the bicycle is the same. As we laugh on this, is it not equally true? Every organ of our body has completely changed. But I am the same body, intelligent. See, friends, this we don't understand, therefore we complain. One man in the USA, he came and his daughter was a doctor. So she told him, Swamiji, my father has come, I have taken him to all the doctors, but he is not satisfied. He has the problem that he can't remember the things. Therefore, there must be something wrong somewhere. I said, I can treat him free, provided you give me good food. So I went and had food. And then I spoke to him. I said, Papa, what is your problem? All the doctors tried, you cannot locate it. I said, I am trying. Are you a doctor? I said, I am a super doctor. Then I asked him, what is the problem? I don't remember. This is the problem. I said, you are telling lies. No, I am not telling lies. I don't remember. I said, how do you remember this that you don't remember? Huh? Yes, you don't remember. How do you remember this? You are confusing me. I said, this is my approach. Then I asked him, what is your age? He said, I am 80 plus. And his complaint was, I was the chartered accountant of Larsen and Toubro, and I used to remember the final, balance sheet by heart. That was my memory. But now I don't remember. I said, now you tell me, answer my questions, don't argue. When you were young, how many chapatis you could eat? 8. Now how much you can eat? 1. Very good. When you were young, how much you used to lift the weight? 20 kg. Now how much you lift? 2 grams. Very good. So everything is changing, is it not? Earlier you could see what is not there. Now you cannot see what is there. I said, like the body, the sense organs, the organs of action, digestion, these are the faculties. With the age they die, enter in senile zone. In the same manner, memory is also an instrument. And that instrument becomes blunt after some age. So it is a natural process. There is nothing wrong with you. Oh, there is nothing wrong with me. I say, yeah, there is nothing wrong. You are perfectly all right. Now you use this, ability of yours to forget. All the people whom from you have taken money, you say, come here. Be totally indifferent, you will be happy. And it is their responsibility to remember. Why should you remember? See, friends, when we have practiced this separation from the body, we don't become senile. We don't die. We don't go to sleep. On the contrary, because our mind is now one with the total mind, the Ritambhara Pragya becomes inaugurated. Ritambhara Pragya means we are able to cognize our identity correctly. The Ritambhara Pragya happens, then Pratyahar, effortless withdrawal from the world. Effortless. See, if you have got a car which can start and run very fast, only one problem, when you apply a brake, it gets applied after half an hour. What will be the condition of the insurance company? See, in the same manner, Pratyahar means the freedom to get involved in the world and withdraw from the world in a fraction of moment. See, that is Pratyahar. When these 4 or 5 things are practiced, thereafter we enter the inner kingdom of mind. Unless these 5 things are practiced, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar, we have no entry inside. We are still at the periphery of our personality. We hardly work on our mind. We work only on the body. We work only on the sense organs. I am not going to eat for 15 days. Don't eat, who cares? But those people, they want attention. See, this Mahatma is not eating for 15 days. How can you remain without eating for 15 days? I eat at 15 nights. See, that is not spirituality. Don't get carried away. Don't torture yourself for no reason. Not eating food is not something great. Poor people don't get eaten. They are yogi or what? Torturing the body can never be spiritual practice. See, grow wise. And when we are thus withdrawn from the world sufficiently through wisdom and understanding, now we start working on the mind. Working on the mind is the second topic. From desire to desirelessness. So up to Pratyahar, it is from efforts to effortlessness. And when these fundamentals are clear, then we can start working on how can we practice that. So practice of this knowledge is meditation. See? If we have some knowledge and if we cannot practice, then it is a burden. See? Like what? We take the cigarette packet, I don't know in this country, in our country we know. It is written there, cigarette smoking is injurious to health. One packet aur dena, give one more packet. That means this knowledge, cigarette smoking is injurious to health, is no more touching us. In the same manner, this we understood. Now what should be? Now let us spread the bed sheets and start doing Matsyasana, Kurmasana, Ustrasana, Bhujangasana, all animal asana. See? That is not spiritual practice. Please remember, don't give undue importance to the health. We have to be healthy, no doubt about it. But health cannot be the goal of life. What will you do by remaining healthy? On the contrary, persons with some problems, they are occupied. Healthy people create problem for others. Unhealthy people are busy. Kya karo yaar? See, busy. Have you seen any terrorist unhealthy? See? This happens, some of the old people, they are very healthy. And they are a tyranny for the youngsters in the family. They never have any problem of getting up early in the morning because they don't sleep at night. Old age. And youngsters are sleeping nicely up to 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. They become angry. Hey, don't smoke. You also sleep now? Health cannot be the goal of life. Remain healthy to attain something higher. And that something higher is living effortlessly in this world like the fish to the waters. See, will any fish ever say that I am tired of remaining in the water? In the same manner, living effortlessly means we have no complaints, we are not tired, we are ever the same because no efforts. See? And this is possible for every one of us individually. It is not the monopoly of selected few. We can do this, we must do it, we can achieve it. So first we start with efforts and end up in effortlessness. Don't do the other way around. What is other way around? Many people who follow the path of devotion or upasana, they do other way around. भगवान की इच्छा होगी तो करा लेगा. Why should he worry? See, God has no desire. He will never think about our welfare. We have to think about our welfare. First we put efforts and then He will support us. The difference between we people and the great masters is this. We live our life with efforts and live the spiritual practice to God's will. The wise people, they do their spiritual practice and live their life to God's will. This is the basic difference. Therefore, first we must put efforts, but in what direction, in what field must be clear to us. And when this is clear, then practice this practical aspect of this from efforts to effortlessness, leading to being blissful, sthira sukham, is the second topic which we will take after you are broken. Om Purnamada